Well, this is a story we have been following for some time, how Florida and its Republican governor have been pushing back on true Black history being taught in the classroom. And recently, new Black study course guidelines have been approved for the state that appear to whitewash history, including teaching that Black people benefited from slavery because they learned useful skills. Joining us now to talk more about this is Kwamara Thompson, an unapologetic Black woman who works in public education in Miami-Dade County Public Schools in Florida. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So when I read that information, that the approved curriculum in Florida wants to teach that Blacks benefited from slavery because they learned useful skills, right?
And as we know, throughout history, Africa was a thriving civilization. We had structures of medicine, healthcare, hygiene. We had infrastructure. We had cities. We had institutions of learning already. We've had pyramids. So to say that we had to be taken from an area in which we were already flourishing and flourishing extremely well and taken somewhere else that we did not know anything about in order to learn. We do know that there are folks who have benefited from slavery, and it certainly wasn't the enslaved. It was, in fact, the folks who were enslaving us, right? The slavers. We are seeing the ramifications of that even to this day around the disparities of Black wealth and white wealth in this country and the ways that we're able to move the structures, the systemic racism that was institutionalized as a result of the slave trade.
So how do we get around what is being taught in the classroom about Black history?
Yeah, and I think this is really important. And I want us to really think about what is going on here. Not only did you call it a whitewashing of history, but it's actually an erasure of our identity. We have always been taught that we are second citizens. And so what I absolutely always advocate for is that we have to create our own economies, our own areas of wealth. We've done this historically very well. We can talk about, everyone knows, of course, around Tulsa, the Black Wall Street there, but there were Black Wall Streets all across the United States after the ending of slavery, during the Reconstruction period, and during the Civil Rights Movement.
Kwamara Thompson is involved in public education in Miami-Dade County Public Schools. She's a private education and technology consultant nationwide and a very strong advocate for Black students. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.